Hi traders, David here from Wave Trader. So today is another trading day for me for quick profits, and I just want to show you the trades. I like to show you these trades as they are ongoing as much as possible so that you can actually learn from it faster. Okay, so I have 4 trades here, and I'm going to walk you through all of them and how I got into these trades, and hopefully you'll be able to learn 1 or 2 things from them. So right now I'm on the AUR AUD currency pair, the Euro Aussie currency pair. This is a cross currency pair, and if you are new to trading, you don't really need to trade the cross currencies. You can just stick to the majors for now. But once you understand how the wave trader system operates, then you can trade just about any currency pair of your choice, okay? Because the wave setups occur on every currency pair, and that's what makes it so unique and so efficient. So right now I'm on the 4-hour chart, okay? I'm just going to take you to the monthly chart on the Euro Aussie currency pair, and then we'll walk down from there. And first thing I'm going to do is delete the calculations, and we'll see how things look. Alright, so this is the monthly chart. I'm just going to enlarge the candles a bit. So this is what's going on, okay? We've had a choppy uptrend situation on the Euro Aussie for quite some time, for years actually. That doesn't stop you from making profits from intraday trades, okay? So right now what's happening on the most current candle is we have what looks like the price being resisted at an area of resistance and now pushing down. All right, so how far that's going to go, I'm not too sure, but all I know is that it gives me an opportunity to get into a bearish situation for a good trade. So I'm just going to go down to the weekly chart, and on the weekly chart, let's see what we see. So on the weekly chart, we had a very strong push to the upside, which halted at this area of resistance. And you can see that this area, it's not exactly a very small area, but it has been halting the market for quite some time, since January. And I have to believe, or I think that the possibility of the market still resuming the upward move is there after it gets to somewhere in this region. Okay, but you can see that this is a very choppy market. So like I said before, if you are new to this system, stick to the majors, okay? Because these cross currency pairs, especially the Euro card, Euro Aussie, they tend to be choppy. All right, and that's what's going on right now. This is actually a very choppy market. So we have a cross here on the MACD. We had a cross here on the EMAs, and that was what pushed the market up, okay? But in a choppy market like this, the system doesn't work so well. You have to be very careful. I have to put that in. The wave trader system doesn't work so well in a choppy market, okay? You can actually get short trades from it, but you have to watch as you trade. Don't just trade and expect that to go your way all the time. So what am I trading here? Actually, what I'm trading here is an area of resistance. I just traded from this area of resistance because you can see here we have a very beautiful wave bottom situation, okay, and that took us to this level here. And if I were to plot the APAC there, you will see that the market actually almost fulfilled 3 price targets, but not quite. All right, so I'm still hopeful for this upward move to continue, okay, possibly to the 4th target. In other words, this area of resistance here, and you can see that it almost coincides with where the 4th target is. So I actually am expecting to still place a trade to buy once this downward move is exhausted, but that doesn't mean that I can't take advantage of it when I see it. So let's have a look closely at this again. You can see that the MACD is trending upward strongly. All right, so whatever is going on here is not going to be prolonged. It's just a short-lived push down, okay, a fluctuation or a dip in the market. but these dips are very profitable if you can find them. So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see that we have our EMA cross here, which is signified by the arrow here, and we had our golden cross, death cross on the MACD. And we actually have a wave top situation here. And so it was based on the wave top situation and the cross on the MACD that I got into this trade, because I got into the trade just before the EMA is crossed. All right. And I placed my profit target here at this area that it was resistance earlier, and now it might be support. So now I placed a trade yesterday that actually went through my profit levels and went way down. And I'm still going to reiterate what I said yesterday, that you don't need to make every bit of pips to be successful. Okay, even if you get 10 pips, even if you get 20 pips, even if you get 30 pips, be satisfied with what you have. This move, as little as it looks, is actually more than, it's about 107 pips. So I can't say I'm not satisfied with this. All right, even where I am right now, I think I'm well to what, 45 pips already. So the essence of trading is to build your capital. Okay, so if you get opportunities and you get the wave entries like this, take them. Okay, and be happy with whatever you get. For me, I'm thinking more of the bullish trade. So I'm happy with whatever I can get from this particular counter trend trade right now. All right, so now this is what's happening. So let me just quickly go to the 1-hour chart and show you what I see. And you can see the very beautiful wave top situation here. And as long as you've gotten your wave top situation, we are in the third wave right now. Okay, so if we were to plot the profit targets that I had earlier on, we'll see where that would take us. And that is, so you can see that the market is just getting close to the first target here. So my profit target is just slightly below the third target, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I suspect that the market has the potential to go further, possibly to the fourth and fifth target, but let somebody else nab those profits. Okay, I'm okay with where this target profit is. So that's my first trade on the Euro Aussie, and I'm going to show you the second trade that I'm in, which is the Aussie Jpy. And you can see that I'm currently in profit, though not by much, but I got into this trade because of this positive divergence situation I saw here. All right, so but before I go ahead of myself, let's just quickly go to the monthly chart and analyze this top down and see what we see. So from the monthly, this is what's going on right now. Okay, the monthly chart actually has another positive divergence situation that looks like it's about to resume the upward move. Okay, it's been on a prolonged downtrend for some time, for some years now, and you can see that we had this push up in the market here. The market came down, could not quite make this last level that it got to, and now the MACD looks like it's beginning to compress to give us a death cross. It's not fully formed yet, so we can't jump to conclusions. We can only trade what we see. But the most current candle looks bullish. Okay, at least it's giving us a bullish sign. All right, and if I were to plot my Fibonacci retracement levels here, you can see that the market is actually bouncing off of the 62% region. So we have some instances here, some reasons why we should want to look at this for a bullish trade, right? So what I saw was that the market was bouncing off of this region. Okay, of course, you see we had the wave top situation here, so there's the possibility of this thing consummating and completing the 5 Elliott waves down. Okay, and we even have a cross here, a dead cross here. So this is a valid wave top situation, but what I'm trading right now is just this push up in price. All right, I don't really mind that it looks bearish on the weekly chart. So let's go to the daily and see what we see. And on the daily chart, you can see it quite clearly here. We have this massive wave top situation going on here, and previously we had negative divergence to of price to MACD here, which is what pushed the market down, okay, which is what has actually pushed the market down. So you could say that what I'm actually trading right now is just an upsurge in price. All right, the downward trend seems to still be in effect. All right, but that doesn't stop you from taking these opportunities. And the best way to take advantage of an opportunity like this is to take the retracement from the highest point here to this level. And you can see that I'm just getting close to the 38%, which is where my profit target is. Ideally, my profit target should be in this region, but I'm okay with this one for now, and I'm going to keep my eye on the chart and see what happens. So let's go quickly to the 4-hour chart. And on the 4-hour chart, this is what's happening. So there was this positive divergence situation here, which has pushed the market up, and now we actually have a valid wave bottom situation, and I'm going to go lower to the 1-hour chart to show you that. And that is why I did not go too high in my profit taking, because usually when you see a divergence situation like this, because this divergence is for the 4-hour chart, I have reason to believe that there's going to be a dip again. So this dip down is what will now create a valid wave bottom situation on the 4-hour chart for me to trade this to the upside. So basically, you could say that what I'm trading right now is just the wave bottom on the 1-hour chart. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the 1-hour chart and show you what I'm saying. And you can see we had our wave bottom situation here. Unfortunately, I did not see this on time. If not, I should have gotten in from somewhere in this region. Okay, so that means I missed out on about 47 pips of profit. But that's still okay, because right now 22 pips of profit is not bad at all, and I'm just going to move my stop right now to protect my profit. Okay, so this ensures that even if it goes down against me, I may not make much, but I will not lose any of my initial capital. All right, I'm not particularly happy that I missed this trade, but you can't make them all. Okay, there are about 28 currency pairs. You simply cannot trade them all, so you trade what you can get. Okay, so making 22 pips right now is actually very good for me, and I should be satisfied with that. But the thing is, when you plot your profit target using the wave calculator, it's good practice and discipline for you to allow your profits to run. This is how you can build your account. So actually, I'm not watching this trade I'm actually watching it from the 4-hour chart. You can see that the golden cross is very much in effect, and we had a valid golden cross here, and we had our wave bottom situation here. So if we were to plot our price targets on the 4-hour chart using the 1-hour wave bottom situation, that should give me let's just see here. That should give me, you can see that my profit target is actually set at the number 4. Okay, the 4th profit target. So I hope to get filled. Hopefully I will probably get filled. If not, well, at least I locked in my profit. So let's quickly go to the Swedish franc Japanese yen currency pair. Now, this trade, I placed it with the intention for it to be a swing trade. Okay, you can see where my profit target is. So I don't really expect this to be consummated anytime soon. Probably going to take a few days. So whether I'm going to hang on to this place is it's up to what the market decides. But I'm just going to show you how I got into this trade so that you can have an idea of why I decided to take that trade. So let's go to the monthly chart here, and you can see on the monthly chart that we seem to have progressive bullish situation. I don't know why this thing is squeezed this way. Okay, but there is an evidence of a golden cross on the EMA here, and we have the golden cross on the MACD. So on the monthly chart, at least I can show you that we are in a bullish situation. Okay, we have been in a bullish situation for the past few months. So I'm just going to go to the weekly chart so we can see better. I couldn't really see much on that chart. So you can see what's going on the weekly chart here. Okay, so we had this massive positive divergence situation here to this point, and then this created a wave bottom situation, and then a series of wave bottoms that we've been trading. So what we have here is actually a dip in the uptrend, and you can see that we had this spinning top slash hammer bar here. MACD is still trending up strongly. The EMAs are separated and trending strongly. So I'm just trading this. Okay, I'm trading this situation here because I knew there was a wave bottom situation here when I saw it. So let's go to the daily chart. And on the daily chart, you can see our wave bottom situation here. So if I were to plot my profit target there, like so, you can see that our price targets are going up to this level. Now, because this is a swing trade for me, I decided to take the fourth target. Okay, ideally the first or second target is okay, but I believe that the market has the potential to push up to that zone. But I don't expect this trade to be consummated this week. Okay, and I hope that I can hang on till that time. So this is the 4-hour chart. So I will be watching this trade on the 4-hour chart. I'm currently in profit, but not by much. But hopefully, when enough players get into this market, it will gain some strength, and we should be able to push strongly to the first and second targets without much force. So let's go to my fourth trade for today. That is the Euro card, and this currency pair is very volatile. Okay, I'm always very careful when I trade the Euro card, and the trend is actually bullish in the long run, but I saw this opportunity to take a counter trend trade and I took it, and you can see what's happening. It's still meandering, okay, but I believe that it has the potential to push down. So I'm just going to quickly go through the top down analysis so that we'll have an idea of what's going on. Okay, overall trend on this currency pair seems to be, well, it hasn't begun the upward move on the monthly yet, but you can see that after this move down, we have what looks like the market retracing its steps to test the last area of resistance, which is this zone here. And you can see this massive wave stop situation we had. So right now, the most current candle is it looks like it's a spinning top. Okay, so we don't really know if that spinning top is going to push the market up on the monthly or is going to continue the trend down. But let's go to the weekly and see what we can see. So on the weekly chart, this is what's going on. And on the weekly chart, we have what looks like a wave bottom situation. And let me see. If we were to check, you will see that this is actually, this can be construed as a wave bottom or a double bottom, okay, as the language of traders go. Now, the overall trend is still down. Don't forget that. So whatever I'm trading here is just a minor push to the upside. All right, and you can see how this currency pair keeps spiking. The wicks keep spiking up and down. So I'm always very careful about this currency pair. So let's go to the daily chart and see what we see. And on the daily chart, you can see that we had a very good wave bottom situation here that pushed the market up. So ideally, we are in actually a bullish situation, but I'm counting on this area of resistance pushing the market down. Even though MACD is trending strongly upward, the EMAs are trending strongly upward. So whatever I'm trading now to the downside is actually going to be short-lived. All right. So I'm just going to go to the 4-hour chart and show you. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see we have this incidence of negative divergence here. It's not a very powerful one, but it was enough to give some indications that the market has plans to go down a bit. And you can see that the MACD has given us an early indication by crossing, giving us a dead cross. So we are waiting for the dead cross on the EMAs, okay, for us to actually get our valid wave top situation on the 4-hour chart. But because of this negative divergence here, and the market has to breathe, so I believe that this is another opportunity for me to get a counter trend trade. And if we were to count our waves from here, first, second, third, okay, so right now we are beginning to meander in the fourth, right? So let me quickly go to the 1-hour chart and let's see what we see. And you can see this particular negative divergence is not the type I usually prefer. It's not very strong, okay, but I believe that it still has some potential. All right, it may not get as low as this level, but then I'm keeping my eye on this currency pair. So once it begins to resume the upward move, I'm just going to close this trade and then take the trade to the upside. but I think that I can still afford to leave it for a while, because we have the cross on the on the MACD on the 4-hour chart, so that should give it enough strength to come down. So these are the 4 trades I'm currently in the markets today, and I hope to make some quick profits from this, and then let's see what the rest of the week holds for us. So profitable trading to everyone, and thank you very much.